Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. John Lester will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Scooter Gennett makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Milwaukee, second baseman, number 2.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
First pitch, 120.
Lester gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he falls behind 0-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Gennett's going to turn for second. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Boy, that's an ideal start to the afternoon right here. If nothing else, you want to let this pitcher know that you mean business. And I think this is going to get his attention right away as he kicks things off with 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
After the way this series started for them, if they could get out of here with a split, you bet they sign up for that. That was an important win for these guys yesterday, so they'll look to make it 2 in a row here.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Ryan Braun will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hayward coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Chris Carter gets his first opportunity here with the leadoff man still standing at second, but with 2 gone now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Milwaukee leaves one, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Chase Anderson will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
Jason Hayward comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And he takes ball one. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
And it hasn't been the best year for them, but at least they're finishing strong. That says a lot for their manager and the type of team that I think these guys can become.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key for him if they want to split this series, Steve?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Kyle Schwarber will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Susac has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. But he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Two out, nobody on. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Aaron Hill gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Aaron Hill.
Lester's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Hit hard to the right side, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Kirk Neuenhuis will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Nobody out, runner on first. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Standing in now, Andrew Susac. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Hit hard to short. And that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Into the box now, Ramon Flores. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 51 runs batted in. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Very weakly on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, sort of a protective swing there as he got on top of this baseball. But the net result is that at least he's able to move these other runners up 90 feet, albeit now with 2 outs.
Chase Anderson will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get 1 home, maybe 2. But this is a big-time chance.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he is into second base with a 2-run double.
And this right here, this is all about picking up your teammate. The last guy's up there with one away. He doesn't get the job done. Now he's in the dugout feeling like he's let his guys down. So what do? You pick him up by driving both guys in with a double. And that's how you build team chemistry right there.
Scooter Gennett is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And another foul ball. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Jonathan Villar stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First offering on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Shoots this one to first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Brewers lead it 3-0. Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
That evens it up 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And the count will be full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Javier Baez will stride in, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Number 5 will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
First and second here with nobody out. Not close. It's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
The 2-0 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out simple. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
Here's Addison Russell. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. Yeah, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Miguel Montero comes forward for his first try at the plate, and you have to think something's got to give. Clearly not going his way of late. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance.
Batting ninth. Pitcher.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Into the box, John Lester. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We've played 2 full. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 1. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. Lester into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Russell has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The first baseman.
Yeah, and with a good hitter up there, the shortstop's playing the pole here. So he's got a lot of room to cover if he wants to get to that ball up the middle. That's nice range right there to make the stop and then a good throw.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Aaron Hill.
Aaron Hill strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Right side hit hard. There's Baez. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 1. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jason Hayward.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Back to the mound and off his leg. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Kyle Schwarber in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
And here's a situation where the top of this Cubs lineup really does its part. Now it's going to be up to the 3, 4, and 5 guys to get him home.
Chris Bryant will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
And this is low, ball one. None out, runners at first and second. Up top, it's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Number 31 for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll swing and lift the foul ball off to the left and out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at ball one. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Hit hard up the middle, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Number 5 stands in. First pitch on its way. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 3 runs already home here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Runners on first with 1 down. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And you can't really say he's been dominant on the mound, but when he moves his pitches around, that's what makes him so effective. And this at-bat right here, it's a great example of what I'm talking about.
Here's Addison Russell as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The throw to third. The tag, and he is out at third base. Cut down, trying to go first to third, and the inning is over. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 4-3 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Kirk Neuenhuis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Three and 0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Hit out towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count, 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Stepping in, Andrew Susac. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has it in his tracks. 2 gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Ramon Flores stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Lester has his target. First pitch on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
And that's another good pitch. Again, ideally, you want to get this guy so you have the pitcher leading off the next time around, but if you have to walk him and take your chances against the pitcher, so be it.
Hit hard towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cubs lead it 4-3. Miguel Montero is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Popped high in the air. Hill is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Stepping in now, John Lester, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. To 2-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Jason Hayward steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or 2 to get himself together over in the dugout.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looped out towards short. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Chase Anderson heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But, hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, I think the phrase here is one's an aberration, two is a trend. And sure enough, hey, he's got himself a two-hit ball game.
Into the box, Scooter Gennett. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Tap fouled at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Two strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's the put away curveball. A great pitch with two strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Hayward, still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Number 17 for him on the season. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
Boy, he is filling up the stat sheet, that's for sure. Two doubles earlier in the ball game, and now this. Been a one-man wrecking crew so far.
In now, Jonathan Villar.
Number 5, shortstop.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the third time through the lineup, and guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's Chris Carter now. Now Carter with a big swing as he lifts this one high in the air out to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here in Wrigleyville. Milwaukee's out in front now, 5-4. Kyle Schwarber comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. It's fair to say that early on at least the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Chris Bryant strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is. But here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle. And I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now, the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lying toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. The relay. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way, and it doesn't work out for him.
Here's Javier Baez as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Well, he needs to finish this inning just to be eligible for the win, but it's really been a struggle.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. One and two now as this catches the outer half.
1 and 2.
2 outs here with a runner at third. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Trying to hold the lead. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3 and 2 with 2 away.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3 and 2.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Aaron Hill will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. Trevor Cahill will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Trevor Cahill.
Aaron Hill will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Into the box now, Kirk Neuenhuis. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
And as the season's gone on, this is a guy whose numbers have just not been going in the right direction. So this is a welcome sight with this 1-out single.
Andrew Susac will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
1 out and a runner on second base. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Oh, and it makes such a difference when that pitch is up a little bit. It's not a bad pitch, really. It's on the outside corner, but that slider so much easier to handle when it's belt high or higher, and he's able to just hit it hard the other way.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Into the box, Ramon Flores. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Shot towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Stepping in now, Chase Anderson. Line to the right side. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Scooter Gennett will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Jonathan Villar steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Justin Grimm will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Justin Grimm.
Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
1 ball.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And not in time as the 2nd run scores. Ryan Braun will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at 2nd and 3rd.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound. He's not backing down one bit.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Brewers 8 and the Cubs 4. Number 5 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Center fielder, number 5.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Neuenhuis sprinting after it. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Addison Russell will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And that misses inside. 1-0. Smoke toward the hole. Oh, look at Scooter. The throw. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, that's the obvious danger of trying to get a guy to fish at a curveball in the dirt. You'll see this one skip away, and now that'll take the double play situation right off the board. could be a costly mistake.
Runner at second here with one man out. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only one hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Chris Coughlin will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and two away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that two-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Two out here and a runner at second. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the seventh now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Mike Montgomery is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Chris Carter will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
It's hard to believe that for all the runs that have been scored, this is just their first walk of the ball game. What they've gotten, they've had to earn it. And they're going to get another base runner right now.
Aaron Hill gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch. In the dirt. And they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. On to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now.
The batter, right fielder, Kirk Neuenhuis.
Kirk Neuenhuis digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Brewers go down quietly. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Michael Kirkland will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Michael Kirkland.
Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward. And they'll need him to get something going here. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Braun giving chase. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, I just think you've got a guy here trying to do too much in this situation. Trying too hard to be a run producer. That's 2 pitches in a row here where he's been completely out to lunch.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
High pop-up. Hill is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Anthony Rizzo stands in. He was hosed at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
You know what? I'm not sure if that was on him or the first base coach, but it obviously didn't work out. It took a good throw to get him, though.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit.
Leading off from Milwaukee, the catcher, number 36, Andrew Susan.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
And from where I'm sitting, this guy looks to be a guy that's starting to rush out there now. It might not be a bad idea for the catcher to try and slow him down a bit.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Ramon Flores digs in now after lining out in his last try. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
This is where that front shoulder is so important. This is a cut fastball working away from a left-handed hitter. If he opens that shoulder up, forget it. He's going to top it right back to the pitcher. Instead, he stays right on it, and he just rips it into right field.
First and second here with nobody out. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. That's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. Here it is. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone. And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Scooter Gennett is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
And right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
That's a little surprising that was something other than a fastball, but hey, at least he got it over.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Jonathan Villar will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Not close. It's 2-0. 3-0 now. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. And he gets the call there. 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Payoff pitch on its way. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Full count, here it comes. On the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
2 more runs in to score there, and now that's a dozen runs in the ball game. And I can guarantee you, you're not going to lose too many games when you drop a 12 spot on somebody.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And that was a big strikeout in this game, too. If you remember, there were 2 guys in scoring position, so he's got to be looking for a much more productive at-bat this time.
Here's the 0-1. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. This will be foul off to the right, out of play. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez has it. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Striding into the box, Chris Carter. He drew a walk his first time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
So here's Aaron Hill as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Kirk Neuenhuis will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Into the seats, 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Now a ball rolls softly to second. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading to second, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming. Michael Blazek will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Now to the plate, Javier Baez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
In now, number 5. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Addison Russell will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Do we see that pitch again here?
If we do, it better not be in the strike zone.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Andrew Susac ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, no, he hasn't earned it.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Hit hard down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that is such a nice catch out there in left field, and really, you make that catch with first step quickness. You got to get a great jump in order to run a ball like that down, and he did it.
Into the box now, Ramon Flores. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. In for a strike, it's 1-1. On the ground towards second. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Michael Blazek.
Domingo Santana will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Domingo Santana.
skied into straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they hold a 12-4 lead. Chris Capuano will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Capuano.
Miguel Montero will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Capuano sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Fielded by Jeanette and taken in out there for the first out.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Number 75 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Jason Hayward will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down and away, ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 12-4. So long from Wrigleyville.
The winning pitcher is Chase Anderson. His record is now 10 innings. The loss goes to John Lester. He falls to 14 innings.